Welcome back to the art channel with no art on it. This week, stars have aligned. As last week, after posting our last vlog, this comment was commented and we knew we had to investigate. I've always smashed the Bahn Mi. It's a roll, but it's also a total meal in one. That's why everyone loves them. That's why they're massive here in West Australia. Now, I thought about this and I spent a lot of time in Vietnam, a lot of time in Melbourne, and everyone, when you think of the Bahn Mi online, or you just as a cuisine, everyone talks about Bourdain and the big man when he ate at this one restaurant in Hoi An, Vietnam. So what I thought was I couldn't get over there at the moment, but it aligned with one of my mates' journey. He's gonna set the benchmark for this whole video. He's over there today. I'm hoping that I can give big man a buzz. We can get a review over in Hoi An, and then we can see if what Bourdain said was the truth, or if the Bibra Lake Lunch Bar here in the south of Perth is the best. But also, after posting the story, where's the best Bahn Mi in Perth? That's what I really want to know. Everyone has actually sent through all of these different joints. We're gonna test a few of those against Hoi An, but also with the comments of the lads to see which place has the best Bahn Mi here in Perth, West Australia. Right, so Soki's in Vietnam. He got there this week. I'm hoping I can give the big man a call.
Chick.
Soki, how are ya?
Yeah, I've just rocked up to Hoi An, just got the scooter.
Fresh. What are you up to now?
We're on our way to test out the best Bahn Mi. Obviously, Vietnamese invented these, so...
I reckon Perth got him beat for sure, bro.
Mate, fuck Perth, I reckon it's Vietnam.
All right, well, look, make sure you give it an honest rating, you know what I mean? If we're going to set the pace here and we're going to rate them consistently, then once I get you home, we'll get you to jump in on a few of these. And we need to keep it consistent.
I'll let you know how it goes. Speak to you soon.
All right, fresh, bro. Stay in touch.
Yeah, all right. Cheers.
Legend.
Bye. Look, so we just rocked up, Chick. The line's massive. It's about a half an hour away, mate. Travelled all the way to Hoi An for this. Let's see if the hype's real, mate. Let's see. Number one, I reckon. Let's have a look. Can I get 2 Bahn Mi's with chicken and cheese, please? Thank you. I just got a quick question. Bibra Lake Lunch Bar your biggest competitor? They are? Yeah, see, you heard of their first, guys, biggest competitor. We got the famous Bahn Mi from Anthony Bourdain's recommend joining Hoi An. Just going to give it a try now, see how we go for the road show. I'll let you know. You know what? I'm going to say this is probably one of the most subpar Bahn Mi's I've had. The bread's dry, the meat's a bit dry too. It's not moving up to the pipe at all. The filling, yeah, I'm just not too sure. The meat got the chicken, but it's not tender at all. It's a bit dry and the bread's real flaky. It's just not like, it's not a good baguette. It just feels a bit stale, to be honest. I'm honestly going to say this is a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. This is Anthony Bourdain's definitely missed this one. Maybe the hype and just the crowd is the is gone. So I'm looking forward to coming back with Perth and trying out the next few with Chico and the road show, and this is it. Looking forward to some better ones in Perth. Maybe we do have the best Bahn Mi's. Maybe I was wrong.
One more thing, it'd be wrong to mention it. I used to be a high school teacher. A few quick facts about the Bahn Mi. The French colonized Vietnam. When they did, they brought over the French baguette. When they would bring that over to Vietnam, they're big on the patés and the mayonnaise. Traditionally or initially, when that was integrated into Vietnamese society, that's how it was eaten. But the Vietnamese adopted that into their own, the Bahn Mi. The Bahn Mi actually just means bread. It relates to the bread because what happened was the Vietnamese bakers put rice flour into the bread and made it a lot fluffier. That's why the Bahn Mi roll is something like a baguette. You see that you get all these iterations from it, and that's what's kind of interesting around what we're reviewing in this as well. We look at the actual bread, you get that soft, fluffy bread. It feels somewhere in between almost a Turkish and a baguette, which is why I think it's so loved. So that's one cool thing about the Bahn Mi. The second thing about the Bahn Mi is if you travel to Vietnam and you go to different places outside or even in the bigger cities like Ho Chi Minh, it is a place of poverty. A lot of the time you're eating not so nice Bahn Mi's. They're quite heavy on the gelatin and this kind of almost like it feels like you're eating tuna. I don't know what it is, but the thing is around it is when it was in Vietnam, Vietnamese started putting more traditional like protein sources. That's where the pork came from, different cold meats, and then they adopted it using also, you know, your coriander, your spices and things like that, becoming now something that is symbolic of the Vietnamese culture and their national food. It became massive once again after the Vietnam War, which I think is up 75, 76. A lot of immigrants then moved to Australia, particularly Melbourne. That's why there's a huge Bahn Mi scene here and in Perth. And then again, now our Western cuisine take on the Bahn Mi is where it's been so juiced up, is now we get this heavy crackling pork, and then we also get the flavors of Vietnam too. So I'm excited for this one. It is one of my favorite foods, as you can tell. That was a bit of education for you that probably no one listens to, but I find quite interesting myself anyhow. Actually, I legit just got another text. Mate, the man's back. Soki's back. He's got his review. I've got one of the other lads there. We're going to pick him up from the servo, hit the first few places. Let's go. I can see the lads. Also just done a legs workout. Workouts used to be about an hour and 20, hour and a half. Now they're about 36 minutes with the sun. We got it done. Go on, son. Go on, son. Yeah, just this side, lads. Happy days. Peace.
Oh, lads.
How are we? Here they are. Here they are.
Thanks for picking us up.
Welcome to the Row Show, lads.
Let's go, Ro.
Good to see you, Soki.
I know, brother. It's good to be back on home soil.
How was it?
Yeah, it was sick, man. It's the colour, like, unreal, man. Like, good scenery and that. Like,
Well, actually, sorry to cut you off on your first thing you're telling me about being back. Where's Bus and Buns? Good. Go, bro. What's he waiting for, man? Go, brother.
I'm ready to bin this whole operation.
So, do you know what you're doing there? You just grab my arm.
Babysit things, lads.
Yeah, the baby seat.
Yeah, boys. So 3 stops today. I'm gonna do it over 2 sessions. On Bus and Buns first, cafe on Hampton, and then we'll finish up at the local late lunch bar. Has anyone got any, what's it called when you like give like a pre-game, you know what I mean?
Rev up.
No, like which one do you reckon will be the best?
Relate.
Fuck, I knew that, eh?
I haven't tried Pepper Lake, but
You
I'm
haven't?
keen. You just got this guy at the front. He's literally on the coals, just cooking like chicken
Yeah.
in the pot the whole day.
He's been there for about literally since the Vietnam War. So I think we might even need to pre-order those ones depending on the time. Otherwise, we'll be in the line for ages. I was actually looking up last night, which is pretty interesting. The whole idea around the Bahn Mi is obviously like it's the classic, but it's not the classic. It's just about jamming in whatever fucking meats you got because it's just about street vendors.
Hey, you text me like we already planned to go to that Bahn Mi Fong, like the Anthony Bidet one. You like text me and I'm laughing, and it was the shittest one out of the lot.
Yeah, that's so.
Out of all the Bahn Mis I had, bro, like in fucking Hoi An.
But the line was cooked every day, eh?
The line was cooked, bro. The line was cooked, and like the whole thing, like the photo out the front with Bidet, and like it was just.
And it was that same one. It was that food.
Right.
They've obviously done the joint up.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been there years ago because it's got the.
That's what they.
Because it was because he was with Obama.
No.
Was
He
that
had the photo with Obama in Hanoi.
So
In
it's
Hoi
like-
An, he had the Bahn Mi, and that's what the photo is. He's at the front
Good,
with the baguette.
Sogs, good.
He's
I
at the
can't be
baguette.
fumbling these facts on my own channel, you know what I mean, Sogs? Fucking hell.
It was honestly like I was eating it.
Yeah,
Afterwards,
yeah.
my missus like, she's like, "Are you taking the piss?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "It's literally because she didn't eat it yet, right? She's filming it. First one I fucking had, and she has a bite, and she's like, "Fuck, you're right."
I made it so
I was
bad.
about to ask the same thing. Because obviously we're a French colony, so like all the baguettes over there have been like unreal bread. This bread was like, you know, like it's been sitting there for a few days, too rock hard. Yeah, they left it out. Everywhere else had like, you know, like the pickled cabbage. And they didn't have any of it. It's like lettuce.
It might be a timing thing, man. They might just
No,
be.
bro, they had like lettuce and shit in it. They didn't have the cucumber.
I don't like that, bro. I hate
They didn't have
lettuce.
carrot. They didn't have fuck all. And then
You can't be fucking with lettuce in a
Bro, it was
Bahn
like,
Mi.
my missus said to me, she summed up, she's like, it was like a chicken sandwich.
Usually the best spots are down some alleyway, man. Rather than going to the Instagram hot spots
Yeah, I know. It's
where they're
always-
just
it's
dishing
always
it out
like-
because they're under the pumps. No love in it.
You know, like in
Oh.
Perth, how usually like you get the crispy pork, like over there,
Oh,
like we
bro,
only had
how
one of
good,
them.
eh?
Other than that, it was all like barbecue pork. So it was actually like
But at least it's a little bit leaner. Look,
Yeah,
the Western
no, it
culture
was.
has made
They love
everything
pork over
a
there.
bit more sensationalised for your taste buds,
Yeah.
which is epic. You almost got to do like a half marathon on the erg just to like burn off
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
You know.
Well-
You know what's weird is we live so close to this. I've never been to Buston. I'll just buy 4 at each one. One with no coriander, just 4 classics each one. And if there's something wild, I'll say give us a 5th one that's wild, and you choose. You know, what's your best? Well, I'll tell them. You know, I want
yeah,
one.
you'd be
Like,
going like pig's cheek or something.
yeah, just give me
tell
what
those
like what you reckon the extravaganza is. All right, lads. Stop number 1. Good, how are you? Can we just get 4 of the crispy porks, 1 with no coriander, and then we'll get a 5th one as well, and whatever you can recommend, man. Just something. I love how you just knew that. Yeah, that's us, bro. All right, so our first stop's here at Bus and Buns in O'Connor. We're gonna rate a few different rating systems out of 10. Logan will correct me if I'm wrong. We're gonna go consistency out of 10. So the meat and the product throughout the Bahn Mi. We're gonna go crunch. So the crunch in terms of the crispy pork crunch and then the bread. So overall crunch, and then flavor. All right, that should then give us a consistency across reviewing different Bahn Mi spots here in Perth. First tips as well around obviously just the expertise of the man behind the counter. As soon as I asked him for one more, he just jumped to it. You know, he knew what the favorite was. So I'm excited to try the lemongrass. I think he said lemongrass pork or chicken as well. I don't know. I'm starting to get a bit overwhelmed. All right, let's get into it. That's the pork there, boys. Someone start us off. Calla, you go with the no coriander in that one.
Controversial take, but I've gone the no coriander because shit tastes like soap, man. And I will die on that hill.
What would you rate the crunch out of 10?
I'm gonna give. I would argue with myself it's between a 7.5 and an 8, but I'm gonna give it an 8. The reason for that is I'm gonna give the consistency a 6 because at the start my carrot got quite dense. You know what I mean? The overall flavour I'm gonna give 7. Yeah.
No.
Crunch for me, I'm gonna go with. Mine's been a bit lackluster with the pork crunch. Less crunchy than it has been crunchy, so 6.5.
Yep.
Consistency, I feel like it's been pretty consistent, but like I'd say consistency is probably 8, as in like we're all pretty same review. Flavour, I actually reckon the flavour's the lacking point here. I'm gonna go 6.
All right, cool. Ah,
All right, flavour. I mean, look, at first, chili hits you straight away. It's nice. I had a nice bit of roasted pork crackle on top. It was great. Then as I'm going into it a bit more, probably wouldn't mind a little bit less carrot. So for that, I'm probably going to give it, I think 7. 7's pretty solid.
Yep.
Crunch, I'll probably go 7. Only because, like I said, I think most of that crunch is, some of it's come from the pork and then the rest of it's actually coming from the carrot, which, I don't know, maybe it's a bit too chunky, the carrot. Maybe it needs to be a little bit more stripped down or finely grated a bit more. Consistency, you know what, I'm going to go 7s across all board.
that's pretty good.
That's pretty, yeah, I'm happy with that.
Fucking, you know what I mean? Local kind of jobby. 7 to 8.
Not bad for a first stop, man.
Yeah.
I think 7.
Unreal.
Well, mate gave us a lemongrass pork as well. I actually, if we were to do the rating system, I'd rate this one higher. I know that we're going to rate the classics around the board. I'll give the lads a bite of this. We're not going to do a full rate, but just give your thoughts. But the hard thing is I always run classics, and that's why we're doing this review, because we eat them every Friday. But if I was to come back here, mate, the lemongrass pork, yeah, I think goes harder than their classics. So if you are coming to Bussin, run one of those.
I actually reckon
It's got that flavour you were saying.
the meat's
you
got
need
flavour.
something, man. It's
Wow.
Wow, yeah, that's what you want.
yeah,
that lemongrass flavour is
better, eh?
so good.
We were to bring up the bus and buns to like an 8 or a 9 across the board. Just thin out the carrot a bit, lads. Look, we're here to give you guys a critical review. It's fucking incredible spot. Also, local O'Connor. Look at the people rolling in. It's packed. We'll definitely be back for a few more lemongrass. Thanks for having us. Stop 2. We're on the way.
All right, this is Stop 2 Cafe on Hampton. Now, it's a local spot. Everyone commented on the Instagram. No one commented Cafe on Hampton. Reason why? He opens at weird times. He just does a lunch rush, and he feeds a lot of the Fremantle Hospital. So they don't really need to do much branding. He's just a local Vietnamese lad, and he actually works it with his mum. We'll jump in here and do a review. He leaves tomorrow. That's why I haven't called you. Alright, boss. Yeah. And 2 cookies as well. 2 cookies.
89 all that, my dude.
Look at that, 40. Hang on, mate.
Look at that.
Keep the change, brother. No, all good. Keep it. Yeah, thank you, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, go on. What do
you want, mate?
No, it's all right.
Thank you.
Oh, 2 cookies? Come on, brother. We're hungry. We're hungry.
First impression? A lot of coriander.
Not loving today.
How you going, brother? We'll just have a look in here as well. Look, that's unreal, man. The pork in this, it's like real fatty. No onion though, but that's only because normally I wouldn't question it. But now that I've had onion, I'm questioning it. What do you reckon? Tell me in the comments as well. Are you guys running onions or no onions? Let me know. All right. Give these to the lads. Lads, I've just prepared you guys. I've just been in the kitchen for hours. Leave that one there. Lowe's will grab this side, and then this is Liv's. Baby, are you gonna review this Bahn Mi, baby, or are you just gonna smash yours?
No.
All right, lads. Yeah, scrape test. Scratch and sniff.
That looks good.
Looks good.
Crispy, yeah. Look at
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a bit of a hidden gem, this one. First bites.
Capers.
Sounds
That sounds crunchy, man.
Man, that's so good.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, see, look, the crackers are popping off. It's that crunchy, man. Look.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Oh, man.
That's crackle. That's good. As that should be.
Come on, Cara.
Man, I'm just looking at all that green in there. And I'm
Nah,
just
pull your coriander up. That's right.
Gotta
Yeah.
keep the review consistent.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, the lads are liking the local way.
The crunch difference,
Yeah.
unbelievable. Actually, you could hear it from a distance, man. That was nuts.
Go on, son. You're not gonna hear it crunching in your mouth, man.
That's just good.
Consistency out of 10, I'm going to start there because it's all positive. So we'll start with the slight negative. Across the board, there was limited amounts of chili, but I was very happy with the consistency of the carrot and the consistency of everything else. So based on that, I'll give it a consistency. I'll give the lower end. I'll give it a 6.5. The overall taste, I'm just going to go ahead and say it 9. Which is a big call, Eli. You know what I mean? If you're going to be calling 9, that's the big guns. So that's incredible. The overall crunch, I can't remember what I said for the last one, so I'm just going to say a 7 because I agree with Calla that I do like the baguette at the other one.
I'll start off with the crunch, keeping it consistent. The crunch of the bread, yeah, I agree with Chico's rating of the first one, the bread was better, but the crunch of the pork on this one is phenomenal. Like that is crispy, salted up. The meat and the crunch on that kind of makes up for the bread. Flavor and across the board, thinner carrots, really good. Just like didn't really get any hints of chili or mayo, and there was no cucumber in this one. First one had cucumber, and I feel like that's kind of a staple in the banh mi.
well.
Crunch, I would probably have to say an 8 because the pork makes up for the bread. Flavor, I reckon. Yeah, I'd probably go with an 8 again. Consistency, yeah.
Yeah, chili and like the...
Because there was no chili, cucumber, there's a few bits and pieces. Yeah, I reckon probably a 6. There's nothing too harsh. That's just how it feels.
Guys, I don't want to be a dog, but there was only one cold Coke. So.
That's all right. Liv's just took it upon herself to go to herself a drink. Didn't ask any of the boys.
Yeah.
All right, crunch. Crunch was good all around the board for myself. Crackle was unbelievable. Definitely noticed the cucumber not being there and the crunch as well. But out of 10, I'd say I'd probably give it a solid 8 for sure. You know what? Flavor, I'm going to probably give it a 6. 6 only because there was no sauce. The more I ate into it, I felt like the pork was getting a little bit drier. I needed a bit more of the sauce or just some sort of moisture there to actually
Bit of moisture.
live humdinger. And yeah, chili, there was no chili there, no spice whatsoever. I'm a big chili man.
Mine actually had heaps of chili.
Same.
Really?
Crunch, I'm going to give the crunch a 9 because the sound alone, the crunch was incredible. I mean, you could hear people eating it from afar. Consistency, because I guess the other boys didn't have any chili. I'm going to say the consistency is pretty low. I'm going to give it maybe a 6. Flavor, I like the flavor of this one, so I'm going to give it like a 8.5 because the saltiness of the pork is just right up my alley.
So quickly, overall, we can see some consistency issues, but there was some discrepancies because some people's were consistent, some weren't. Crunch was incredible, but everyone said the bread was better at Bussins, and everyone rated that the initial flavor of this meat. Now, at the end of the day, the protein source is critical, and the pork is incredible. Whether or not do we need mayo or pate increased is personal preference, but we can all agree there that the pork's really, really good. No.
So good. I love it.
Consistency?
10.
Flavor?
9.
Crunch?
10. It's more your local.
And also, I got you 2 of the cookies from him, your favourite
I
cookies.
respect a joint that I can buy Bahn Mi and cookies.
Pull one out, just show 1 cookie. Holy shit. Number 2 done, 1 more to go today. You want to come? You would like lunch bar? Okay. This is the Undisputed, based on Instagram and based on a lot of my friends as well and myself growing up. This is the spot. As I said, my local's the one we just ate at now because I've kind of changed, but this is the goat. Oh, look at that. Thank you. Look at that, that's a feast. Thanks so much. Cheers, thank you. Mate. Gotta get the goods, you know. Yeah, happy days, let's get out of here.
Yum, 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 yum.
Look at that. How's hospitality on her as well, you know? They're just sweethearts. Those are the best deep fried chicken. Hey, look, that's in your blood, brother, in the world. Hey. Woo! Oh, brother, that's special, man. Here comes the big man. Jeez.
Okay.
I'm gonna go crunch 6.5.
Crunch, I'm gonna go 6.
I'm going to go... I have to go 6 too.
Yeah, I think 6 as well.
On the chicken, so I'm gonna have to. One's a bit different, but it is good. So I'd probably go 7.5.
Okay. I'm gonna take one more bite, and we're gonna do flavour. At a 7.5. Okay.
Taste, I'll probably go a 7 for the taste.
I'm going to go 6.5.
I'm gonna go 7 as well.
So you.
I'm back in the 6.5.
Okay, and then last one's consistency. It does seem very consistent. It is very full. I'll give it that's jam packed. We'll give it an 8 for the consistency. There's a shitload of meat in there, man.
There is a lot going on in that. I'll probably go another 7. Solid 7.
It is definitely jam-packed. I'll go an 8 for consistency.
Yep, I think an 8 as well.
Consistent, like the chicken's all crunchy through. It's good salad. I reckon consistency's 8.
Chicken looks fucking good.
Chicken is unreal. That's the best part of it.
All right, final review. of the Bibra Lake lunch bar. It's hard to say this. Comparing it to the previous one, Cafe on Hampton, it's hard to compare just because of the saltiness of the meat at the last one. I think sold me on overall flavour, and I think the first one I actually loved the amount of chili. This one, it's almost too pate mayo heavy and also too meat heavy, but the meat doesn't have enough salt. I'm getting a full mouthful, which is actually what's making me fuller. We were talking earlier about having too full of a banh mi. This is kind of that. It still is really good, but it could just be maybe just a bit saltier, a bit smaller bun and less mayo.
Yeah, definitely. I back you in with saying on the smaller bun side, and it was just probably a bit too jam-packed. Out of all three so far, man, the meat was probably my least favourite. It didn't hit it for me. I felt like probably Hampton had the best crunch-wise.
Yeah, I'm also going to say that the meat in this one isn't hitting for me. I think that the crunchiness of the pork in the last place, in the middle place on Hampton, was the best so far. And there's just no crunch, I feel, which is really disappointing. I was looking forward to this, but... oh well.
Liv, would you like to pass any comments on your... Because you did eat the last one too.
I just had a little nibble. The meat wasn't very crunchy, and that's kind of the most important part for me. So
For this one, the chicken was obviously a bit of a change up. Unreal fried chicken, can't fault that. But yeah, I kind of agree with the boys. Like, even to the bread and just the condiments is just, I don't know, it's just like lacking a bit of something or too much. The chicken is unreal, the fried chicken. I think Hampton definitely had the best meat. The pork cracker was amazing, salted, and it was just a bit fattier too.
The first thing people are going to say when they see this is, it's your third joint. Nah, you're wrong. Bibra Lake lunch bar is the best. So what do you say to people at home watching this, you know?
Mate, I say I've grown up in the area, so if anything, I'm biased.
Yeah,
Spearwood, 2G, I'm biased. I've had many there, and maybe it's just the volume and just the sheer number of people at this time, but it does feel a bit subpar compared to the others. Like, we're sitting down and critiquing this, and even just the bread on this one is just not there. So I don't think it's biased at all.
You couldn't say it better, Soaks. You literally couldn't say it better. So we were all hoping to leave the the best for last, and to then kind of fall subpar to the rest of them. It's slightly upsetting. We're not off to the next one today. It's Friday Arvo, but toes north. So next Friday we'll be on to a few more.
A few moments later.
It's week 2. We're in the mecca of the Bahn Mi. When I put this post up, everyone was like, Byford, Malaga, Bibra Lake, etc. But they're cities where it's at, so everyone's kind of said, the competition of the annual Best Bahn Mi, we're going to that store today. We're going to go meet Big Lee. I do know that naturally we can't eat every Bahn Mi joint in Perth, but maybe after we do episode 1, we'll come back with the vengeance and film episode 2 and do north of the river. We've kind of done south to central because we're obviously south, and we might do north. So last week we had Soki and Calla joining us for the other few that we sampled. And today we've got a corporate, we've got a business mogul. So we've got Pete meeting us. He works in the CBD. He's actually the old head boy of CBC and one day Prime Minister of Australia. And he also owns, with his wife, a Pilates centre called Ditto Pilates as well. So make sure if you can't fold up or you've got an aggravated L4, L5, make sure you hit them up on Instagram as well. And we'll chuck their handle in the thing below. I think I'm starting to get hungry because my level of mumbles is increasing. All right, we're approaching the Mecca. There's also a dope Days One piece here as well. Shout outs to that, to the big man. Yeah, look, world famous Bahn Mi. It's all about branding when you're going to sell a Bahn Mi. Turn to that there. Look at that sign. World famous Bahn Mi. I'm here with the world famous Lee.
Hey guys.
How do I say it? Le Vietnam or Le?
Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah, spot on.
Firstly, thanks. We had someone comment on our YouTube to run a Bahn Mi thing.
Oh, yeah?
Obviously, I come from a background of painting, but I'm always smashing Bahn Mis. And when you slid into the inbox, I knew we had to come and meet you.
Yeah, not sure how it popped up, but yeah, he gave us a follow, and then I was like, oh shit, let's do something.
Hype-wise, you seem to be leading the hype for the Bahn Mi train. What do you put that down to?
It's weird because we've been here for about 12 years. So, way before like it was trending and stuff like that, there's a bit of a story behind it. Gained us some world recognition, which is really cool, and attracted a lot of celebrities that come through, a lot of tourists. For you to stay in business, you have to remain hype. There's always things that are going on and stuff like that. There's a lot of businesses that don't survive because they're not in hype. We kind of back it up with our food as well. And again, everyone's got different taste buds. But we kept it true to our value, and hopefully it impresses the right people.
Yeah, I've seen your big around the specials. What's been the best special you think you've ran that's kind of generated that?
Lobster and prawn is one of our biggest. So we sourced the WA rock lobster.
Yeah.
You know, that's, and the Skull Islands. It's one of our biggest sellers that we drop once a year just for Christmas. In season right now, the truffle, Wagyu beef, Margaret River. Again, we always source locally as well.
I've got to ask you, the Big Don's Meat collab. I've been seeing that one pop.
One of my favourites. Yeah, so we're doing it right now. So it's good that you come in early because it's going to sell out. We've got about 280 serves of that today.
Okay.
We had 320 yesterday and completely sold out.
Oh, it's 320 serves sold out yesterday.
This is our normal day. We get pretty full on. You know, we're only open 5 hours a day.
Yeah.
And so we're very fortunate to be still busy, you know.
And I should say, I know, like, obviously the hype with the line, I see all the signage on your Instagrams.
Yeah.
You are moving stores, is that?
We are. We're heading out to Rain Square. So basically, they're going to knock down this building. They're going to turn this into accommodation. We've known the news for about 2 or 3 years now. There's been a lot of delays of heritage and stuff like that. So now they've given the thumbs up on moving ahead. So they've given us to get out, and in 2 or 3 years' time, we might move back. We'll see what happens.
Cool. Let's leave it there, Lee. You're a legend. Hey, thanks for the message. Let's get into it. Oh, Pete, hold that when we talk.
Clip or hold?
Just hold it, and then that way...
Can I clip it on or not?
Oh, you can clip it on, yeah. The presenter, Also, are you fussy with what we try?
No.
He's just going to run us like...
He's a nice guy. He always finishes with thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Almost like it's their first week in business. I've been here for 20. Like, thanks for supporting us. Like, he still said.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He's so crazy.
Now the plating and presentation is everything. I don't want to leave with a 10, but I don't know how that could look any better.
We're going to try this one first because that's what we've reviewed at every store. There's your plate there, brother.
Thank you. That's unreal. We've got people in the background saying best banh mi I've had so far. Crunch. What's your rating?
Oh, sorry. I got 8. Yeah, I got 8. Top crunch was elite. Fat layer was elite. Protein layer. Peak crunch.
I would go a 9, and I'll tell you why. There is such a thing as too much crunch. I don't want to bite into a banh mi with broken glass in it. It's not interesting.
Crunch. I'm going to have to say 9 too, because it is just the pork crackling, the bread being crunchy on the outside, but then the inside is nice and soft.
The flavour was incredible. We're going to go around the 8, 8.5. When you're rating every single one the same, you know you're having a moral dilemma with yourself. Because last week I've come in here, I've said some 7s, I've said some 8s, and now I'm sitting in the best one in Perth, you know, post-judge where they've won the award. I don't know if that's a subconscious thing. Lee, you're running, it's a magic joint.
Do you know what the problem is? We've come to the mecca of banh mi and we're grading it on a curve.
Consistency, say what you will. Today is the most consistent banh mi establishment we've eaten at. I'm going to go ahead and say it as it is, it was a 10. It's the first 10 I've awarded. It's something I needed to overcome.
The OG, I've got to give it a 9.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I will ever give it 10.
Yeah.
So I think a 9.
Consistency figure?
10.
Yeah, all right, Logs.
Flavour for the first one, I'm gonna go 8.5 because the Hamptons Road one, that flavour for me was like insane. And then consistency, it has to be 10.
Yep.
Everybody said 10. It has to be.
What I think we're going to do is we're going to do the Big Dons first.
Now, this is what's called the scientific method. We need to control for the quality of the meat so that I understand that before I add the banh mi aspect. Beautiful.
That meat is so good.
Let's run this last one.
Now this has got your pate in it. Goes with the sniff.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Is that cold meat?
Yeah, cold meat. So 3 cuts of cold meats.
First thing I noticed, really cold.
Yeah.
So cold. I kind of love that.
Yeah.
Me too.
I didn't think I was going to like it as much as what I did. Gonna say something, gonna go out here and make a rogue side quest. Lee, when you watch this back, look up Euro style small goods. Our heritage is Croatian. I'd love to see the Cevapi banh mi, because the Cevapi, it's quite heavy on the Croatian flavour and whatever they're using, the paprika and the salts, and you're going to have to ask Stephen more about that. I would love to see the Cevapi banh mi.
You know what I'd do? I'd say that, and we need a hot chainer in there as well.
What is the hot chainer?
Sausage, C-A-J-N-A. I know my Croatian, you
okay, yeah.
And it's just an exquisite piece of, what would you even call it, charcuterie?
Right, small goods.
what's your dream banh mi? We've probably eaten it today, but if you could say something rogue.
This is probably a bit rogue, but I love, like, one of my favorite flavors is Mexican tacos, that kind of area. Birria taco flavored meat in a banh mi. I think that would be interesting.
I'm going to say thank you to everyone watching at home. I'm going to say thank you to all the establishments we've been into in the last 2 weeks. I'm going to say thank you to Logs on the camera. Thanks for Pete for joining us today, mate. It's nice to have someone more literate than myself fighting the nature of this back end of the episode. And I want to say thanks to Soki and Callum and everyone involved. This is the most effort we've put in one of our videos. Give us a like, give us a follow, give us a subscribe, and let us know what you want to see us review next, or maybe paint something too. See you on the next episode of The Row Show.